don't know what it's going to be titled because I don't know what's going to happen in the stream. Anything could happen. And it is going to be Magic, and we are going to Vintage Cube. I had a request from Raj to I've never seen this before. It took me a while to even figure out what format it is. It's Legacy, right? It's this hideous mono blue list with like true names and trinispheres. You just play a bunch of trinispheres and then a bunch of 3-drops. It looks pretty cheap to build. I don't own many cards. I've got a friend called Trucky, and I use his account sometimes to play Vintage and Legacy. He requested I play real Vintage, and I think I will at some point, but for now... Where's that pack's bad? I'm sick of going blue, but the rest of that pack's really bad. Like, Path to Exile's good, Click's bad. Click's good. Maybe I should have gone the Black-Red Greenland? Black-Green Greenland? Black-Green Fastland, we got there. Yeah, I will do some Vintage once this Vintage Cube runs out, because then I'll have nothing left to do. I won't have nothing, I'll have that. So, I'll do some Vintage then, I'll do some Legacy then. I might start buying some more cards of my own. I think it's a really good start, what Raj suggested. I like Chain Lightning here too. I think it's a really good start. Skoos is also good. That would have gone... If I'd gone like the Black-Green Fastland into Skoos, I think that could have been like a decent one. And then Path into Student of Warfare. Student of Warfare is really good in the Mono White tech, because he's good in the aggro list and in the mid-range list. Didn't I go Black-Blue last time? What did I go last game? I 3-0'd last night with green-red mid-range. That was heaps of fun. I really thoroughly enjoyed that deck. Like, it was just fun. Fun to build, fun to pilot. The colours were open. I could go Grixis. Oh, Underground Sea. Can't really pass that up. Yeah, fun to build, fun to pilot, and successful. I'm not going to say there were walkovers. There were some close games. But it wasn't like the other matches where I was like way far behind. Like there were a lot last night with this similar blue-black list. Dude, blue-black is open. Look at this Demir Signet as well. Where I just was so far behind and I had no right winning the game. To be fair, oh man, if you haven't check out that game, I think it's Birthday Cube, where I draft blue-black first, and I play this dude on white-blue, and I get real mad because he Crucible strip locks me, and I get so filthy on him. And then he's got the game tied up. He's like resolved an Elspeth into an empty board, and I'm like steaming, and then he just plays Moat. He just played Moat. And he couldn't kill me because he played his own Moat. In the end, I finally re-established my board. Dude, this is good, man. Phantasmal Image. In the end, I finally re-established a board, and then he disenchants his own Moat. And I killed him. The point was he misplayed. But there were some tight games where I had a chance to get back into it, and I didn't really deserve to. The green-red deck, I don't think that ever happened. I think I was just like, in the lead, ahead, hit a dork, stayed ahead. That's basically how they went. I hit a dork, had like a few like bold effects for their dorks or their early creatures, and then I just mid-ranged them. I don't like Backrats. Backrats is kind of overrated. He's way, way too fast of a card in Limited when he was printed in Ravnica. This is Vintage Cube, baby. You tango him with Black Lotuses and Mind Twists and, Scarab Gods. Get real. One thing I'll say about Pack Rat though, he's really good in the reanimate list because you can. It's a discard outlet, so you can put your fatties in the bin if you need to, or post board, especially if they like hit their containment priest or their relic, and you're like struggling to do the reanimate. It's just like an alternate win con that is already in your deck, and that's one of the good things about Pack Rats. I played Pack Rats in look at this, even Phyrexian Arena. I really like this in the sideboard versus control. I played Pack Rats in my sideboard in Ad Nauseam, the modern deck, which is just a purely devoted combo deck. Does not try to compete on the board at all. Like, not at all. Doesn't even play spot removal or sweepers. Just plays counters like Pact the Negation to protect its own counter. It protects its combo. That's it. So I played it in the board because everyone sides out their removal post board. Really tempted here by Bit of Awesome. Everyone plays their removal post board, so Pack Rats becomes a lot better. You can also play it with Grave Titan. Grave Titan's a really good one, and they just like don't have Path to Exile. It beats like all the Tarmogoyfs and whatever Siege Rhinos. I mean, there's not that many Siege Rhinos in Modern now, but it just beats everything on the board. You can ramp into it as well, and there's no spot removal. You just win games. The point is, it's nothing really to Tinker. Tinker and Mindslaver are in the same pack, so if someone's a smart cookie, they'll take Tinker and then they'll take Mindslaver, or the other way around. But I'm not smart enough to do that. So I've already got the green-black land. I could take Botanical Sanctum, and I could play Bug. It's possible, right? It's not that much. Like, I'm not that excited by Chase Spellin. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to commit to green just yet, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see what happens. Well, there's a nice Tinker target, whoever's doing that. I can't really justify taking Ramanap. Flies, man. I can't really... You think I should take Tinker? I didn't have anything to tinker into. I guess I have the Mox to tinker our way. Tinker's definitely good. I'm regretting it now. Look at this. It's like, and then the Thirst. Like if you committed to the Tinker, you would get like Tinker, then you get Inkwell, and then the Pax would wheel, and you might get Mindslaver, Thirst for Knowledge. That would be so good, right? Why is this card even in Vintage Cube? I played it once in Storm, and it was bad. I'm gonna take Smuggler's Copter. What did I say? I could go green-black? This is a bit of a trap though, because I might be like, oh yeah, green's open, yeah. Here's Assassin's Trap. Well, green isn't necessarily open, because everyone's picking these mono green decks. Green black is open, because that's green. If you're in the mono green deck, or you're in green blue or green red or whatever, you're not picking Assassin's Trophy, are you? So it's remiss for me to think that green is open by seeing this, because there's no other. Oh, Wall of Roots is pretty good in that ramp deck, I guess. You gotta be careful. It's the moment of truth, isn't it? I'm gonna take the risk for you. There's no blue. I wish I picked up that trophy. I'll just take Probe. Fader Push is pretty nice to pick up that late. Top, it's probably the correct choice. But I really like Venter. And as I said, you guys don't want to see me messing around with the top. Well, I might see trophies, surely not. I'm going to give it a go. Look at this, I'm hedging my bets here so much, right? I'm hedging. Greg is like not too bad in this format because it's a 40 card deck, so you're like more likely to see the same cards than if you're playing a 60 card deck. Of course, there's 4 ofs in the 60 card deck. But like if I'm comparing it to Highlander, you know, he's a 2 for a 2-1, he's fine. Punisher, we'll try to get Tinker. Yeah, hedging my bets. If Assassin's Trophy wheels, then I'll be set up really well pack 3 to either commit to blue-black or to get the 3 colour spread. You know, I've got the land base for it now. Thought we could do with a couple fetches, but yikes. To be honest, like cards like Phyrexian Arena and even Pack Rat, they're playable. They're not personal favourites of mine, but they're playable. I was saying something about Pack Rats. Yeah, well, I guess just the thing that's good about it is that it doesn't matter what's in your hand if you're discarding it. Like, assuming you're not doing the reanimation aspect of it. It doesn't really matter. You can just discard... Ashiok's really good. I'm going to take Ashiok. There's nothing amazing I want to Imperial Seal for, you know? Yeah, like you could play it in a combo deck. If you're doing Pack Rats, you're doing Pack Rats, you know? So if you're discarding a Firebolt or a Tendrils of Agony, it's the same, you know? It's the same deck. You're playing Pack Rats. I think that's a positive. So I got some really nice pickups just there. Ramad, him, Ashiok. So I'm pretty happy with that. Ideally, Revoker's in the board. It's main boardable, but you know that's where its home is. I was about to say if I were to build the ideal cube, but if you're building the ideal cube, then that's not cube, is it? That's constructed, boy. That's by its very nature, it's constructed, and we're not playing constructed. So get out of that mindset. Baleful Strix. Yeah, we're getting rewarded for this blue-black. Getting rewarded. That means we can play Port. We're probably not playing these 3 green lands. Strip Mine. Spell Pierce there is pretty good, but I think Strip Mine's just always a good pick. Strip Mine allows you to make decisions. When you're allowed to make decisions, you've got opportunities to make good decisions, and if you've got opportunities to make good decisions, you can leverage your skill. Does that make sense? It's not that Strip Mine is like OP, it's just that it gives me more options in a particular game. To be like, oh, this is a good opportunity to Strip Mine. And if I didn't have it in my deck. Does that make sense? So I saw one of the guys I've played before, Numot the Nummy. I was like, oh, I recognise his name. Where do I recognise his name from? I'm like, no, I think he's like around like the same sort of trophy spec as me. He's not. I've got more. But I saw that he's on Twitch. He's got 97,000 followers, something like that. He's got a Patreon set up. What's he doing that I'm not? Well, Greg was right. His screen was closer to his face. So it could be that. Could be that. I might need a sweeper. I don't have heaps of creatures. I might need a sweeper. Foff, I don't love in this format. Don't ask me why. I did just pick up a Languish though, so I don't think I need Ravenous Chewbacca. Foff, I find again is like Sphinx's Revelation. I find I mill myself a lot with it, and it's like I'm tapping big to play a draw spell. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But if you Foff and you take like, you know, 3 removal spells or something like that, or like 3 control cards. So green black was open. There's Pernicious Deed there and stuff like that. Jeez, we don't really quite have a deck. We almost have a deck. This is going to struggle to close. Got Ballista and Scarab God. Maybe I should have picked up that Frost Titan. What did I pick over Frost Titan? What did I pick over Frost Titan? Jeez, what did I pick up with Frost Titan? Because I remember being able to pick Frost Titan. I was like, no, I'll pick this. Was it Revoker? I think it might have been Revoker. Because I was like, oh, I've got a pack and a half more to find some finishes. Ashiok's actually a finisher. You can mill them out. You can protect it. It comes in with 3 loyalty and it ticks up +2 every turn. So like you pass turn with it on 5 loyalty on turn 3 on the play. Sometimes they just can never kill it. Even if you never down tick it, you just mill them. So 21 and one of them's a Mox. It's not the end of the world. I can play this and I don't have many 3-drops anyway, so I'm happy to do that. Pack Rats is also kind of like a 3-drop because you play it on turn 2, does nothing, and then turn 3 does something. Looter Core is actually playable. I might even play Looter. I might play Looter instead of Pack Rats. I play a few extra lands. Right, like I can get away with 17 lands and a Mox here. I think that's slightly too many. And play Looter. Ballista does... People concede to Ballista a lot, but it doesn't necessarily close a game very quickly. It takes a lot of mana. But people often see the writing on the wall. They're like, okay, we're at a stage in the game where this player's got enough mana to pump Ballista once or twice a turn. Pump it once a turn and do something else, or pump it twice a turn. And I can't beat that. And they can see. At least I do. We've got some good things going for us though. Phantasmal Image. I don't think there's any 1-drops, so I'm just going to probe him. If he's on burn, I don't want to pay life. It's good information, right? I learn about his deck. The more I play, the more I find like information is really, really important. Got heaps of knowledge about his deck. Maybe it's just this format I really respect information. But yeah, like knowing about the miscalc, that's a huge one to play around. Especially knowing about Glenalendra, it might mean I play my non-creature spells first. Knowing about Oracle, really important. Because it tells me what kind of deck he's on. You don't play Oracle unless you're trying to like ramp into something. Let's see what we got. So on one hand, I've got 4 mana, 2 4-drops, 3 4-drops if you include Ballista, and 2 2-drops if you include Ballista in that as well. So my hand's not that bad that I really need to be manipulating it, but it is a free manipulation. I've got to be careful because Cryptic Command here, you know, do I really want to... This is actually a really tough decision. Cryptic Command might be bad. I'm on the play. So Cryptic Command's real bad versus Glenalendra. Because I don't want to tap out. I'm happy to play non-creature spells into Glenalendra, but a 4-mana non-creature spell? Yick. Yick. Vence is going to be really good versus that miscalc. I might just build up to 4 and then try to Vence or something. And then try to Cryptic it or something like that. So maybe Cryptic's good. Like the counter spells are good versus his counter spells. I'm going to drop Ballista here. It'll be... The reason I'm hesitant to drop Ballista, obviously I chose it, but the reason I'm hesitant is because he's playing green, there's a good chance he's got Dorks. And if he's got Dorks, Ballista's good. Ballista's only going to be good against Dorks if I can get 2 counters on it. If I get 1 counter on it, it's like, whatever. It's a shock. You know, it's 2 mana, destroy target creature. Go for the throat. So, that's not terrible, but... The fact that he's got a 2-2 means I'd now need 6 mana to make my Ballista good versus Oracle. That's just too far in the future. I'm going to have a good hand, I'm assuming. Now, this is decent. I wish I had that last turn. Because that would have been perfect to go Rift Wing there. Suspend it, and then I don't play into his miscalc. Let's play land first, and then I'll... This guy's also really good with that Fallen Shinobi dude. Baleful Strix is a powerful magic card. But I don't think it's what I want to be doing here. I'll tell you why. He's playing a more proactive deck. Yes, he's playing blue, but he's also playing green. So his green is much more proactive than my black. Baleful Strix is really good versus proactive decks that want to swing you. And him being green-blue tells me he's a proactive deck that wants to ramp and do something. Dude, he just full played that into open mana when I knew about his hand. Counter attack a spell, draw a card. That was bad from him. Like, we always got to trust our gut, and sometimes we just jam because we don't think they have it. But what about that scenario would tell him that I don't have it? First of all, I've probed him. Second of all, I've been lootering, so he knows my hand is good. Like, I've just pitched a Baleful Strix, for God's sake. I could have cast Baleful Strix, played around Miscalc, and then said go. Obviously, I have the counterspell. You know, like, don't get me wrong. If you're a new player and you're like, I just don't know when to play into, like, blue. Like, that's one of the hardest things to do. And you hear, like, oh, you shouldn't just play into open blue mana. But sometimes... See, now I'm flooding out a bit, so now the loot is good. It's a shame that I was pitching I wanted to hit 4 lands, and now I've got too many. But at least I can pitch lands. He's just going to play Oracle, isn't he? I kind of want my own Oracle. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to suspend. I'm going to pass. I'm going to let him land Oracle. And then I'm going to hope he doesn't land for his own miscount. And then I'm going to copy the Oracle, bounce his Oracle. Or bounce his next play that he ramps off the Oracle. Yeah, I think one of the hardest things, and I still struggle with it as well, like playing into open blue mana and like when to do it. And you see pros or good players in your area just playing to blue mana and get there. And you're like, how did you know? And it's like, well, I didn't know. It's a vibe. It's more than a vibe though, right? Like, I don't think you can do the maths on that, on what I did. That's what this play was. This is a perfect example. This is the poker aspect of it, right? There's no maths involved in if I have the counterspell. He doesn't know my deck. He doesn't know how many counterspells I play. He doesn't know my list. Dude, why would you pick Ramanat? The card's not good. It's actually decent for me, because I can keep pitching my lands to Luda and then play them back if I copy it. Just a thought. Play Scarab God. He's got a miscalc, so I'm not going to do that. Let's loot. Let's loot. Yeah, there's no maths in that, but it's a vibe. It's like, why would I pitch... Why would I pitch Baleful Strix and Walking Ballista and then just let you resolve a Glenalendra? Because I could have played Ballista at 2, pumped it up on turn 4, killed Glenalendra. Why would I do that? So that's a really good draw, the Mox. It means I get to image this. I don't normally like playing that, Ramanab. I think it's bad. But if I'm just going to be constantly shelling out, then like I get to hit my land drop every turn, and I get to just like aggressively pitch lands this looter. This looter's putting in work, man. You guys knocked it. Why'd you knock it? If you don't know the mechanic Shadow, old school mechanic, this creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with Shadow. Oh, well, since you've never heard of Shadow, makes you think. Maybe there's not that many creatures with Shadow. Oh no, not my swamp. What am I going to do? I could Venture it. I've got a Ramanap out, man. Why? You know, I guess he's got a Ramanap so he can strip lock me, but whatever. I've got my own Ramanap. You gonna swing? Nah. You're gonna swing. He's still got miscalc, so there's no point just playing an EOT Venture there for no reason. I've got the board. I've got a Riftwing on ice. I'm gonna play this Swamp. Bro. Look at these lands. Like, I'd be getting mad about flooding if I didn't have this looter. Looter is like a luxury, you know? I think in like a super competitive game, like the best constructed decks, you're not going to play it, are you? But, you know, we're not playing that. And looter really shines when things aren't going 100% great for you in terms of your draws. I've got 7 mana here. Riftwing comes in next turn. It's pretty hard for him to land a threat through Venser and Riftwing. And I can end of turn Foff and play around Miscalc. And you know what? If he has something other than Miscalc and he counters my Foff, I'm in the same position I was in before, right? He needs to do something. Look at his life total. Even his looter's done like 5 damage. It's pretty good. Ren and 6. Well, that will beat my looter, and I don't want that. I don't need to aggressively keep my looter around. He's sort of done his job, but I wouldn't mind him for just 1 or 2 more turns, so I can continue this Ramanap thing that I'm doing, this looting. And also he can't just replay that because he's stuck on red. The other thing I don't care too much about because it's gonna get strip mine and stuff, but like whatever, he's already got Ramanap, so it does the same thing. But yeah, I'm happy to bounce it and then make him replay it, like, because he doesn't have, he couldn't replay it there straight into the Venser. Oh no, not my black. What am I ever gonna do about it? What am I gonna do? Dude, I'm looting away lands. Whatever. He's got Gearhulk on top. He's got a Gearhulk on top and no instance in his bin. He's got a Gearhulk on top and no instance in his bin. At least Ramanap's got a booty, you know? More than you can say about Crucible of Worlds. Discard land. I'll play that land. So this is not artifact, so it's not going to be able to kill Gearhulk. It's going to be able to kill... What's his face? Oracle. But I kind of just want to resolve a... Scarab God here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Scarab God. I'm not that interested in Shriek Mooring the Ramanap because he's got Ren and 6 anyway, so he's going to be able to do this dumb strip lock thing. And I kind of want the body. And I want to hit the Oracle as well. So, yeah, that's my logic. He's on 9 life. He's got to be careful. If I did Shriek Maw this, I think actually it wouldn't be terrible because then I get to pressure with these two guys. And that really puts the pressure on his life total, right? Like he can Ren and 6, ping this, whatever. It did 6 damage and like drew me effectively 4 cards, right? A-Call on top. Well, that's an instant for Torrential Gearhulk, but it's too late, isn't it? It's too late. Maybe I should have played Shriekmaw and then I can reanimate. I don't mind doing reanimate. I can reanimate his Glen Elendra. Actually, reanimating his Glen Elendra with Scarab God. That seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Not my looter. That turn 8 looter core was really putting the pinch on, wasn't it, dude? I think it's worth holding an upkeep for this trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Activate. I could get back the looter. The dreaded looter. Oh no. Did he shuffle away the A-Call? My library, scry 1. Then he top decks another land. But we're okay about that, and you know why we're okay about that. I'm not telling you, you already know why. 2, 4, 6. Come on, man. 2, 4, 6. So if I strike more the Oracle, he goes to 1. Come on, man. Why did I play land for my hand? I had lands in my bin. Whatever. Yeah. Writing's on the wall there, isn't it? Nectartiles. Good. Yeah, that guy just, I don't know. Surely there's, even if you haven't figured out why, there's surely like a bit of instinct in Magic where you're like, I shouldn't play in, like I feel like there's something here. Like that's how it started for me, you know? And I still play like that. But then if you actually delve into it and you think about it, you're like, okay, well why is that? Well, he's probed me. He's pitched 2 playables that he could have played around miscalc. One of which deals with my hand, sort of. And he's looted twice. Meaning we can assume his hand isn't just like terrible. Like it doesn't mean it's the best hand in the world, but it's pretty hard to like loot twice and draw whatever draw 3 times and then loot twice on top of that and still have a bad hand, you know? This is all good versus him. Can I really justify taking out looter after put in so much work? I think probe's really good here. Arena might be too slow. He's playing that strip lock. He's got Renner 6 and Ramanat. Sort of body in mind. Pro green blue, yeah. Seems like a goer, doesn't it? He didn't have that many creatures for Languish. I would consider cutting a land here, but because I saw the strip block, I'll just stay up. Foff's good because he's playing counters. Let me shrug. Shrug more. I'd rather have the instant speed go for the throat. Sounds okay. Don't fall into the trap of thinking a hand is decent because it's got probe in it. And you're like, oh yeah, I can like cycle this, draw some gas. Well, you could cycle it, and you could, if you're playing 17 lands in a mox like me, you could cycle it and draw nothing. Or vice versa, if you're trying to hedge your bets or rely on the probe to like cycle you into a land. Just thinking about if I want to keep up Force Will here. I'm gonna do it. It's not too much like scary stuff on turn 2. It's like Renin 6 is about it. But even Renin 6 isn't destroying me at the moment, is it? Ancestral Recall. Okay, well, I was wrong. That's something. That's definitely something that is scary on turn. Whatever, bro. Problem with this is I don't have many win cons after I pitch the Scarab God. Definitely wanted to pitch Probe. But as I said it, I was like, yeah, like there's not much on turn 2 that is worth forcing, right? You know, I mean that's the beauty of A-Call, isn't it? She's got Miscalc and Counterspell. I might wait one more turn because I'd rather get Counterspell baited out than Miscalc baited out. He's cycled it anyway. So next turn I can go Inquisition, keep up 2 for Miscalc, and then he has to Counterspell it. I'm going to push this because I need to play Ballista on turn 4. I can't play a 1/1 Ballista. It needs to be a Schmick Ballista. Needs to be a Schmicky boy. The alternative is I can play him on 1/1 and then untap on 4 and start pumping it. Is there much difference between those two things? What's his last card? Glenalendra. Whatever. He can't Glenalendra and keep up blue, so I can just main phase Foff here, which is pretty good for me. Oh, Fencer was a good draw, I have to admit. Although I think he's wrong. He should have played into it because now I just get to keep up 4. So like, let's assume I didn't draw Fencer there. Sad, but I still don't need to overcommit into a counterspell because I can just. Oh, he's gonna A-Call. I'm pretty sure if I bounce A-Call with Venser. Yeah, I'm pretty confident if I bounce A-Call with Venser, it just stays in exile. It's the same as Remand, right? What does Flashback actually say? Then exile. I'm pretty confident. But I could be wrong. Let's find out. Does he go up to 2 cards or does he go up to 1 in exile? This would be devastating if he goes up to 2. Yeah, 1 in exile, I thought so. I mean, I was a bit scared, but deep down I knew. Yeah, anyway, that was just a good position for me. I can see why he didn't want to do it because he wants to keep up blue. Maybe he's scared of me pumping Ballista. But I can just pump Ballista no matter what, right? In fact, I can pump Ballista so much that I don't need to trade with this snap. Because he's got 0 cards, I've got 1. We're both very low on resources. And I'm just going to tick away, you know? My Venser can swing into him. I don't think he's any more aggressive than I am. He's got to keep up blue for the rest of the game. Maybe even blue if he's super scared. And I get to just pump my Ballista. Ooh, swings both. Now we're getting scary. That's just, I'm just gutting my life total. Eventually I want to kill that Glenalendra, and maybe I wanted to build to 3 to kill Glenalendra, but then I got to build up again to 2 to kill the second aspect of the Glenalendra. And I might be a bit pressured on life total by then. It's another good draw. But I don't need to do it. I'd rather we just keep doing this. He's got 1 card, whatever, I got 2. We just keep doing these little trades of damage. And then eventually I'll have a handful of gas. Maybe I should have pumped in main phase. Since I'm never really going to EOT Factor Fiction, I don't need to keep the mana up, you know? Yeah, I'm going to do that. Pump, and I swing for 5, so I'm winning the race anyway. And I can just kill the Glenalendra next turn. I can also get him, like I can do it in his main phase, like he's really lost the race here. I can do it in his main phase. I can do it now. Remove. Yeah. And then he's pushed out of combat. That was pretty convincing. I think that guy could have played it better. I think he should have played the Glenalendra, and then he gets ahead of my Ballista rather than my Ballista getting ahead of his board. Because the Glenalendra is going to slow the game down a lot as far as us counting spells, and Ballista gets really good. What did he have? Oh, he had Snap A-Call. No, that's fair enough. I guess you Snap A-Call and you keep up Glenalendra. It's pretty good. Would have been pretty tilting for him to not be able to Glenalendra my counterspell, right? He would have thought that was a sure thing, getting his Snap A-Call resolved with the Glenalendra back up. But it was not to be. I like Venza. He's a counterspell who's a bit proactive. When you compare him to Remand, he seems pretty bad, doesn't he? This is like the same spell almost, but half the mana. You know? You get a 2/2 body, but Remand lets you draw a card. You get to bounce permanents. It's a big thing though. But I think the real, that's the big difference on paper. But I think the real thing is that you get to be proactive with it. The problem with counterspells are if they play their, tireless tracker, and then the next turn you draw the counterspell, then you look schmickety dums, don't you? So I'm gonna strip here because I have played something. So I want to slow the game down. Why are you in two? Oh, okay, fair enough. You're looking for your library. So I want to slow the game down because I've got something on suspend. And I'm happy to work with a low land count. Hopefully I can get him, hopefully he kept Entomb, 2 mana Entomb Exhume, something like that. Obviously he hasn't. But sometimes you just get reanimated, right? If you can interact with him in any way, you should be. So that was my logic for stripping. And it's not the end of the world. He'll probably find something for my phantasmal image. But there's only one way we can find out. Lily Vale. There we go. There we go. That does it. So let's think about this. Well, we don't have to think anymore. Or do we? There's no point twisting because he's just going to replenish his hand. I'm tempted to image, but then I image, he lilies, and I'm like, oh, I want to pay 7. Draw hell of cards. I got a 10. He swings me for 7, sorry, because he got Putrid Imp. Swings me for 7. I got a 3. And we've both got a ton of cards in hand. And he's got the board. Seems like a bad spot. Alternatively, I go for the throat now. He pays 7. He's got a lot of life. I've got a lot of life. He's got a ton of cards in hand. I've got a medium amount of cards in hand. So he's beating me. Oh, gosh. Okay, scrap that. He doesn't have a lot of life. He paid 14. Dude, I would have just paid 7. Unless he did that pretty quick, right? I would have thought you'd pay 7, analyze the 7, be like, yeah, this will win. Or you don't. But he's just gone for it, man. I guess he sees that I'm on blue, so I'm not going to be able to bolt him out. It's fair enough. Anyway. Can't cryptic off this swamp. Phantasmal image is pretty good. Which play discards a card? Well, it's pretty bad here, isn't it? Do you see how phantasmal imaging might seem good for me, but where we end up, the end result, the following turn, is not a position that I want to be in. I mean, it's hard to be in any position you want to be in if you're versing a turn 2 Grizzlebrand, which is what it was. Turn 1 Entomb, turn 2 Grizzlebrand. Let's be real. It's powerful magic. But it's not about what feels right sometimes. I know I was just talking about instinct, but that was very much what's a better spot to be in? This is a better spot to be in. Is his hand full of gas? Is that the 7 best cards in his deck? Yeah, probably. Is he winning on board though? Nah. No, he's not. Strix is a really good draw. Christian Port's a really good draw. Very happy with that. So this is decent. I can discard Swamp to Lily. I definitely should have stopped him at upkeep. I was talking about how good Richard Port is. Still, this is a good draw. Strix is good because it blocks dumb idiot Grizzlebrands and other dumb idiots that don't have lifelink. Like it loses to whatever Frost Titan. I mean, it's not better than a Scarab God. It's not going to beat a Scarab God, right? But like, it's very annoying for them. -2, -2. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can't do much better. I was going to say my hand also has Phantasmal Image to copy something that he reanimates, but now he's seen it. And then even Cryptic Command can like bounce a big creature, or like tap team. Yeah, I definitely wanted to port there. That's annoying. Most reanimate spells are 2 mana, except for reanimate, which is already pitched. Alright, you got it. Guess that was sort of bound to happen, right? Still, it doesn't actually, he didn't deploy a threat. I mean, that's all I could play around. That's all I did play around. And he wasn't able to deploy a threat. The Richard Import didn't matter in the end? Yeah, black, he paid 3 mana and 2 black, so whatever. Anyway, considering, all things considered, like, you gotta admit, this is a pretty good showing from me, for my deck. I mean, he's gonna downtick Lily. I'm gonna play it. Chances are he downticks the Lily. Anyway, like I don't get me wrong, I do not think I'm gonna win this, because the last 3 cards in his hand are very good. You know, it's not just that he's got 3 cards in it; they're good cards. Maybe I shouldn't have played the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could have pitched the land, top deck land to play Riftwing. It's annoying. Well, he's out of gas. I mean, he's got Brazen Borrower to close the game. Bummer, I would have top decked the gas too. If I'd kept the swamp in hand, I didn't really think he was gonna bounce. I didn't think he was gonna bounce my my Riftwing and then Lily and discard it. Should have played around though. Yeah, that would have been a good spot for me to untap Riftwing to Lily again. Oh, it's a 2-2. Okay, it's close. Like Shrikemore kills Brazen Borrower and then presents, you know, a threat to the life total. Putrid Imp, you know, so you got me damage of Putrid Imp. So I can play Necromancy, take his own guy. Put onto the battlefield, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield, so I can take his creatures. Isn't that sick? Like he does all this Buried Alive, Entomb, Putrid Imping, discarding, then he goes for the big, like, Animate Dead, and I Necromancy it. That's a sick play. Most of his threats are black. There's Scarab God and Grizzlebrand is what we saw. We saw most of his deck, right? In fact, he really didn't have many creatures, did he? Vanquish obviously bad. Glenalendra, Force obviously good. Ashiok obviously very good. Friction Arena's a bit too slow. Phantasmal Image, what more can I say? Interacting with hands. Have to keep it in. Fatal Push. Fatal Push not good. Fatal Push bad. Scarab God's gonna be real good. Fucking resolve it. What am I gonna do? Fatal Push a Putrid Imp? Not me, mate. Not me. Okay, this sounds alright. I've got Phantasmal Image. He's shown that he cares about interacting with people's hands. So even though all I really saw was Lily, he's like, I don't know. He aggressively discarded, didn't he? Maybe I'm just overthinking it, because that's what you do with a reanimate deck. Phyrexian Revoker, pretty good. Can name Putrid Imp. Can name Lily. Can even name a Grizzlebrand. If things get dire. Can name a Scarab God, although I've got my own. And I've got a counterspell. Albeit Remand. Remand typically not great versus, like it's more a tempo card than it is a control card. Especially because the big spell that I want to counter is the reanimate spell. And it's usually pretty cheap. I do want to get in with Necromancy though, that'll be smick. So we get a lot of information. He obviously gets more than us, but we get a lot of information out of that. So he's taking Arena, which means his hand is bad because Arena's very good in the slow game. So if he just had the win here, he would be taking Remand, right, to go for it. Or if he had like some fatty, he would be taking Phantasmal Image to play around it. But he's expecting the game to go long. He's expecting me to get to 3 mana. Like, why doesn't he want me going Phyrexian Arena here? I would be scared to go Phyrexian Arena here, because then I'm tapped out. But he didn't want me to do it, which means he doesn't have the combo. Very telling. Very telling. He can always draw it, but, you know, this is what I mean by instinct and vibe. Like, there is a lot of instinct, but, you know, maybe it's subconscious. But there's a lot of info there for me. Not as much as info for him, admittedly. But you get every little bit you can. Every little bit of advantage you can. 4 mana. It's annoying. I really wanted to hit Venser. I would probably even consider playing a proactive Venser there and going like bounce Tar Pit end of turn and just start getting a clock on. I'd consider it. Venser's pretty good versus him though. You can bounce the creature, or you can even bounce the like animate dead, the enchantment itself. Not as good, but yeah, you can bounce the creature. Activates creeping Tar Pit. This is what I mean. I would definitely Venser the Tar Pit now. I can even revoke it, so I'm not too scared of getting aggroed out by this Tar Pit. It's not about getting scared. You know, you don't want to just like see a threat and then jump to threat. Now that could be what he was waiting for, somewhere to loot. Maybe his hand's full of the combo, but he didn't have a way to loot. So that's scary. So that whole concept of like, oh, why is he scared of Arena? It's out. I'm no longer thinking, oh, he wants the game to be slow. Now I'm thinking, we're back in control time. I'm not thinking tempo, I'm thinking control. But yeah, I was never really in threat of Tar Pit. You can't just see a threat and then like freak out and like, I have to deal with this Tar Pit now. Realistically, he's not going to kill me with Tar Pit, is he? He's only discarded a pack rats. I'm going to hardcast Force. I can't remind it, he'll just replay it. If I remind it, he replays it, and then I force pitching Venser or something like that, and that's yuck. If he had a big Grizzlebrand in there, I wouldn't be doing that, because then the next spell is Exhume. But he didn't have that, did he? He didn't have it. Which means I can hardcast Force. What's he going to do? Reanimate a pack rat? Not the end of the world, is it? Does not forget to Rishon Import this time, huh? can always play Revoker. I'm just going to wait on the Revoker. This game could have been very different if I... If I tap Bazaar, he'll just Bazaar now. But that might burn his hand out, because it gives him one less draw to find. So he's Bazaaring now instead of... And then that gives him one less... I'm going to do the land only because I've got Remand. So, like, I want to hurt his mana, if that makes sense. I don't want him to, like, play land, play a 1 mana reanimate spell, and then I have to, like, Remand it, you know? And then he just replays it. Now he's, like, a bit choked on mana. And that's all Remand does. Remand is not a counter spell. It chokes someone on mana for a key turn. Yeah, this game could be very different if I'd played the Revoker out super early. But note that it says non-land, so I can't name Tarpit, and I can't name Bazaar, despite what I was saying earlier. Could remind this. Is there much point? I'm going to do it. Because Vents is very similar to Remand. Remand is losing its quality as the game goes on. Because I'm going to struggle to choke him on mana as the game goes on and he top decks lands. And I've also got Venser, so now he's just going to be able to impulse again pretty easily at some point, right? But then if he tries to do the key spell then, I've got Venser into a tapped out board. Makes sense? Inquisition here, very good. I might not hit anything, but the info is going to be huge. Especially when you got a Revoker, that info is huge. Brazen Burrow. And he's got a Grave Titan. And a Caracas. So Caracas, he can Caracas my Venser. Might not work out for him though. But he can end of turn. He can end of turn impulse. But he's just letting me do it. Neither of these cards are too scary. I'm going to take the Borrower only because I've got Phantasmal Image and it targets. That's it. Didn't see anything to Revoker. Didn't see anything to Revoker. Yeah, I don't want to like image some, you know, Grave Titan fatty. Oh, actually, if I image Grave Titan, to be honest, it's not terrible. Because I get the 2/2/2s. But he can bounce it and just kill it. That's frustrating. So I want to keep image good. So his hand is Caracas Grave Titan right now, and unknown. And assuming quality unknown, right? That's what Impulse does. Turn one card into a good card. For 2 mana. It's a good deal. I like good cards. I would pay mana to have good cards. I'm going to tap the land here, because he can actually top deck land. 2, 4, 6, top deck land. I'd Gus Grave Titan. Anything wrong with that? Well, you can always Venser it. You can always image it, Venser it, and then tap. Actually, that would be sick. Wouldn't that be a sick play? Let him get to 6. Let him play Grave Titan. Untap. Image the Grave Titan. Bounce the Venser. Port him so he can't replay the Grave Titan. That's a sick play. You gotta admit, that's a sick play. I can revoke it. No, I can't revoke a Caracas. Non-land. Dude, this Revoker, not pulling his weight right now. So basically I've got 4 mana remand. That's what the Caracas does, right? Just 4 mana remand. I'm not that interested in continually bouncing a Grave Titan and letting him have ETB effects though. Mind Twist for 3. So you could say, don't Mind Twist him, he's playing Reanimate. But he can just hard cast the Grave Titan, bro. rather him top deck a card, spend that card to play the Grave Titan. Treachery as well, and Collective Wizard. Very happy with that. See, he had a way to discard the Grave Titan anyway. He could have cast that last turn, right? He could have gone discard, and escalate all 3 modes. But he didn't. And now Richard Import is going to comfortably beat this Tar Pit. And we are chipping into the lead. Yeah, he could have hard cast it. And my Venser's getting pretty lackluster now, especially with the Crackers. Like, don't get me wrong, Crackersing a Venser into the late game doesn't do much. But it's still better for him to have it than not. Because now he gets to choose, like, you know, when I get to do it, and if I get to swing with it or block with it, or... Does that make sense? It's like what I said at the start. He gets more choices. So he just top decked Reanimate. It's not the end of the world, guys. It's bad. It's definitely bad. Don't get me wrong. But it's not the end of the world. He doesn't have any way to target this right now. Fence is looking really bad, to be honest. He's going to be able to trigger, though. I'm going to keep Strix back just for this turn. Yeah, I'm going to keep Strix back just for this turn, just in case he's got a way to kill my Grave Titan, and then I can block his Grave Titan, so he's not going to be able to trigger the dudes. Like, a lot of this now is going to be, we're at parity, but who gets to swing? Who's allowed to swing? You know, he's not allowed to swing into my Baleful Strix, but I'm allowed to swing into his Grave Titan, because my Grave Titan's slightly worse. So hopefully, since he's literally just top decked twice in a row, he's not going to have much. And he's thinking about it. Just thinking about it. And that's a bit of a sigh of relief, to be honest, for me, because now I get to trigger my Grave Titan. That's really big news. Let's see if he takes the block here. So that tells me he either A, has a reanimation spell in his hand, B, is expecting to get one. At this stage I could just play Ballista, right? Ballista for 4. Ballista for 4. Hope he doesn't have a sweeper. It's pretty good. He had animate. It's okay. It's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's bad. It's definitely bad. It's not the end of the world. So if I bounce Grave Titan here, he can actually just recast it, right? Hopefully Ballista's going to get me there. I don't want to just throw a 6/6 Ballista into a Grave Titan though, for fear that he will finally revoke does something, right? It's a shame. I mean, like, Tucker Play sacrifices a creature. That's a tough choice. Why would you not hit my hand there? He's got 0 cards in hand. That seems really off. And I can just ping the... I don't even need to revoke her. I can just ping. Seems really weird. But I don't even need to ping because I'm going to play Revoker. Get some power on the board. Liliana of the Veil. And Venser here is just saying like killer 2/2, right? So I can just triple block on the Grave Titan, to be honest. I'm not too scared of like a big Alpha Strike. I'm ahead on life. Yeah, I'm ahead on life. I'm ahead on board. And I'm okay if the game goes later because my ballista will tick. Maybe he has to swing. Yeah. Like he can reanimate it again. But then what? The other thing is I can go like block, 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 get blown out by like a fatal push or something. But then I can just ping the Grave Titan for the rest, you know? It's hard for me to get blown out here. Between Venser and Ballista. Bang. See you later. See you later, bye. Let's go Venser. It's about time. He's not doing much. Kill a 2-2. You have 1 less 2-2. The thing about casting spells here is just play Ballista, you know. Like that's a 6/6 Ballista. That's a big ballisty boy. It's a big ballisty boy. It's a double block and revoker. What, you can't get blown out if it's just a 1-for-1 trade, man. Otherwise I would just fatal push it before it happens. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah. Really want to necromancy this dude. Really want to necromancy him. Great Titan's not a bad not a bad reanimate target. I said in the last stream. See if you can think of a 6-mana spell that puts 10 power on the field immediately. Name a card. Name a card. I don't know. I haven't researched it. I'm not saying it is the only card, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's good. It's a good card. Really underrated in this format. I used to play it in Modern as well. I used to play it in my saying before. In my sideboard I still do. I've got it in my sideboard right now. 2 of them in Modern ad nauseum. Just because it's the biggest, baddest dude, provided there's no Path to Exiles. Which there isn't post-board. Post-board when playing combo, there are no Path to Exiles. So, yeah. That deck looked good, right, with Thassa's Oracle? Since Thassa's Oracle got printed. I'm a little scared. That was like, it was, you know what? It was so easy for him to just go like turn 1, blur, turn 2, blur, win the game. I had to work for that game too, and I felt pretty comfortable the whole time. But jeez, I had to work for it, didn't I? You know? So that's bad news for me. He's taking the Inquisition. You know, if he took Riftwing Cloudscape, that's good news. It's the same logic I had before with the Arena. He thinks the game's going to go late, but no, he wants to keep the precious good cards in his hand. So that's really scary bad news for us. But I played this to my best of my abilities. I can't really do much more. I've got a Strix, I've got a Remand. It's actually a bit annoying. I've got 3 2-drops and a 3-drop that I can't cast. So I've got to make a key decision here. All these 2-drops are like pretty relevant. I think the one card I don't want to play though is Remand, because as I said, it's a temper card, not a counter. And if I'm remanding is slowing the game down, and I'm not. Why do I want to slow the game down if you can just recast it? Once I've got something ticking down off suspend, now I want to start slowing the game down a bit. You know? So really, is it 3? I always thought it was 4. Suspend 3. Okay. So there's Grave Titan in the bin. Here's the reanimate. Corpse Dance. Okay, that's okay. It's bad, but But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I certainly can't freeze in arena here. I have the streaks. I've got to supplement my life total. Force of will. Okay. So I'm going to take 6. Go to 7. Oh, it's not good. Yeah, Corpse Dance. It's a good one with Grave Tome, actually, isn't it? No, because I'm going to take this flying. That's annoying. That changes the clock. I guess Force of Will also changes the clock, right? I don't have language anymore. I took that out. It's not looking good. I don't think there's anything. Venser? Oh! And he top decks the Venser! That's no lag, guys. I just called that. That wasn't lag you're seeing. I was like, I'm pretty sure Venser's the only way I don't die. Don't get me wrong, I'm still probably going to lose. But Venser's like the only way I don't die there. And I hit Venser. Dude, this game's insane. And this guy comes off next turn. So I can bounce. I can basically kill 2 of these things with Venser. Take 3, go to 3. Riftwing, bounce the final zombie and block the Putrid Imp. And stabilize on 3 life with Force of Will backup. Bro. Better lucky than good. This game's insane. He Chromoxed out the Exhume. To get this fast play. And he's going to take me to 3 and Riftwing's going to come in. This is crazy. Yeah, suspend trigger resolves. So annoying. It's like, it suspend triggers twice. Whatever. Bro. You've got to be livid if you're in that position. I could keep up Force of Will here, but I want to like start asking a question. You know, I want to just start. I mean, I'm keeping up Force of Will anyway. That's the beauty of it, right? I'm going to attack. Whatever. Kill this. You know, he's got no cards in hand. I got Force. Now I can untap and start getting in there, and then I can go end of turn, pump the Ballista every turn. Dude, this is crazy. I actually called that. That's insane. That match is insane. All you can do is play it to the best of your abilities, and the magic gods will bless you. Let's go. Trophy time. 13 trophies? Come on, bro. I'm still lagging here on 8. Where am I? Here. I'm 10th out of 4,250. But if I win this match, I'm going to go ahead of Team J-Bro. Team J-Bro, well, I'll be equal with Team J-Bro. They're always at the top. I wonder if it is a team. Like, if it's a team of, like, 3 dudes that just, like, rotate. Just 3 players that rotate through. It's a good opener. This is for the trophy, guys. I don't think you understand. That's a good opener too. I like Shieldok, especially in this matchup. I don't think you guys understand that this is for the trophy. Well, you probably do understand, because it's not hard to understand, is it? You know, once you've figured out that you need 3 wins to get a trophy, and you realise that I'm on 2 wins, you probably put 2 and 2 together. Ashiok's good here. I'm really liking Ashiok. I'm a little bit scared, but that's just nerves because this guy's a good player, obviously, because he's 2-0. And he had a decent start. He's gone Sheldok into Azura's Signet on the play. Can't knock that. Can't knock that. And there could be a really scary... Dude, did I just exile 3 lands? Come on, man. Come on, man. And Signet means that this is a scary turn 3. So I'm scared. I'm scared. But certainly ahead. Certainly ahead. Tinker? Man, I knew it was going to be Scary 10-3, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. That is unfun. I needed blue there to be able to cryptic bounce. Come on, man. Why couldn't I hit the Blightsteel? Time Warp, Wildfire, Colligan's Command. Alright, well, I have to play this and go to 1 Infect. Force of Will, GG's. Bro. Crushed. That wasn't even close. What did I see? Wildfire? Didn't see anything. Crushed! That was such a sick opener for me too. If I top decked blue, and then I got Glenelendra, he swings. I got a 9 Infect. Then I can cryptic bounce the Blightsteel, or I can bounce it with Rift Ring Cloudscape. It's a good opener. Don't knock it till you try it. Like, I'm gonna loot at some point, right? So there's no point. I'm gonna loot at some point, so there's no point playing like an aggressive early looter. Could I get that turn 1 looter? I could do it. All looter says is, you're not gonna top deck like dog. Doo-doo. You know, that's all it says. So I get to go like a Ballista for 2 next turn with Mox. Signet here. Signet into an early Phoenix is not terrible. But neither is Mind Twist. Mind Twist for 3. On the play with a Mox. It's feeling good. Hits Doretti, land, Phoenix. Can't argue with that. Like, I probably should have looted first, but I wasn't really going to do anything else. Yeah, I want to keep strip 9. See what I mean? Now I'm ahead, because I've twisted him. Pretty confident I'm just doing this. What's he got burning of... He's got that burning spell. I might take him off red. I take him off black. He's got heaps of blue anyway. I take him off black, but whatever. He's got a red card in hand. Just take him off red. I'm playing Cryptic Command. I'm also playing Phyrexian and him. I'm going to discard this because there's more double blacks than there are triple blues. But you know what? I've got a looter, I've got a threat. I'm up on mana, I'm up on cards. I'm up on life. You know? Get real. I think we're going to game 3. It's the only way I've got to be positive, you know? That's a good... Same logic, right? Got more double blacks than triple blues. This is pretty sick, right? Ripping Force there is pretty sick. Happy birthday. Day late. Ah, that's pretty sweet. Dude, this game's intense. How many people are viewing it? You 3 lucky people. Absolute luck noobs you guys are. You're the real luck noobs, not me. I want to increase the clock. There's a lot less scary instant speed stuff than sorcery speed stuff. So I'm not going to be a little wuss boy and keep up Force of Will 100% of the time. I'm just going to keep it up in the prime times, you know? And the faster I clock him, the less turns he has to top deck something that I want to force, you know? This looter, man. This looter's MVP of this whole series. MVP of the whole series. You saw him in match 1. You've seen him in game 2, match 3. We know what he can do. Tempted to keep land. Nah, I'm not. So the reason I was tempted to keep land is I can go like land, pump Ballista, and keep up Remand. But as I said, Remand's a tempo play, not a control play. But maybe I could tempo him, especially if I'm pumping up the Ballista consistently. So I think maybe I could have actually pitched Force there and go like land, keep up Remand, pump Ballista every turn. It's pretty strong. So he had Tinker twice. I beat a Tinker hand. And he had the Signet. It was like this exact same hand. Except because I was on the play, I got to Inquisition it. I don't have anything for him. Don't like my chances, man. You know, unless I can Mox Mind Twist. I mean, I had Mox opening hand both games, right? He had Tinker, but I had Mox opening hand both games. Unless I can Mind Twist him every game for 3 on like turn 3. Him to Turek. Well, what do I need to say? Oh, god damn it. I was about to say, my Him to Turek's going to be faster than his Tinker, because he goes land, nothing, and then I get to him him. But he gets to go land Tinker here. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. I think we play around days. Don't need to get dazed. Hits land, land. Look. On one hand, I'm happy. I'm happy because it's a 2 for 1 either way, right? He's on the play. He's played a Mox. You know, he's two cards down either way. But on the other hand, I'd rather he can hit gas. Fact or fiction's nice here. Then if this gets countered, whatever, then I get to untap Highlander, keep up blue. Yummy mummy. Or Foff just resolves and I can keep up Venser. It's yummy mummies all day. Don't ever let me say yummy mummy again. Oh, how does it feel to get Glenn 100? Now, I'll admit, he's going to be upset about that. But I'm not super happy because I've got a double blue spell in hand. And now I have to keep up blue for all game. Everyone really rates Glenn 100. She's fine. I don't love her. She feels pretty good here. That's a great top deck for me. She feels pretty good here. But like, she's not foolproof. I can still just get whatever torrential gear hogged here or something, you know. Not here, but glory bring it, you know. It's not foolproof. But it's hard to keep up blue and keep up Venser, you know. Wouldn't actually mind another island off the top. Phyrexian Arena was a great draw though. See again. Do I keep up like am I so far ahead that I should keep up double blue? Maybe. Doubt it. There is a Lightning Greaves. It's like Tinker just straight loses me the game. I think I can be a bit defensive though because I've got Phyrexian Arena. Maybe I should have suspended the Riftwing there. Do I want to keep up double blue for the rest of this match? Here's my logic. I want that damage. Same as before, I'm not that scared of any EOT things. Especially non-creature. This is a huge probe. This probe is crazy good. He's got double burning and a mere battle speed. 2, 4, 6. See, that's huge, man. I can't Glenelendra that. You know? makes me wish I kept the Venser though. 2, 4, 6. That's massive. I gotta be careful. On one hand, I'm actually glad though that I'm getting a bit of pressure out there. But he can't now Greaves and me a Battlesphere. That would have been brutal. He can Wildfire / Burning. They do the same thing, right? Each player sacrifices 4 lands. Yeah. They do the same thing. Except Burning, you get to choose the lands? Well, I can't do that. Oh. It's like, give me the blue, you know? I have to keep up a blue for the Burning. Don't have a choice in the matter. Don't have a choice in the matter. Ashiok though is going to be nice. Dude, that probe was massive. That's like the best probe I've ever seen. 3 lands. You know what? It's not terrible because it means there's no... It means there's no Billy Boy coming down. Battlesphere Boy. Might even be able to race if I've got Riftwing, right? Although the Greaves make it a bit orkies. But like Riftwing bounce the Battlesphere. Yeah, it's got an ETB creature, but it's 2 flyers. Draw, discard. Sure. Losing the power here is like kind of relevant. Discards Blight still costs. Okay. Yeah, losing the power there is like not irrelevant. I'm gonna do that. Like, my logic is he's gonna be able to land. He might. That guy was good. That was a good player. Who was that? Who was that? There's your trophy. Trophy boy Beckett. Trophy boy Beckett. That was good. I played tight. I'm really happy with how I played. I didn't make any blunders. I surely made some missed plays, but I certainly didn't blunder. Really, really happy with that.